So right here it says Atlanta mom sentenced for allegedly burning toddler sons to deletion in oven and sending the video to their dad. Now that's wild. That's wild. But we have the video here. If I can share it, fair use. I got the. I think yeah, I have the news video to explain the details because I'm not really good with words. But here we are, fair use to NBC, if I'm not mistaken. They reported the sentencing. She's going to get she's been sentenced to life in prison without parole, if I'm not mistaken. I think 35 is 35 years without parole, like and life in prison.
Information in the case against a mother accused of killing her 1- and 2-year-old children. In the last half hour, we brought you up to date on the criminal charges. Just moments ago, Joe Hankey received the arrest warrants. Joe, you spent the last hour really looking closely through those court documents, and they're pretty revealing.
Well, they are, Cheryl. We received the arrest warrant just over an hour ago. I read through that. 11 Live was the first to report online the details of that arrest warrant. And the disturbing detail, it alleges 24-year-old Lamora Williams knowingly put her 2 boys inside of the oven at her apartment and then turned it on sometime between 12 a.m. this past Thursday and 11 p.m. this past Friday, nearly a 48-hour window. Somewhere in there, investigators believe she carried out that act.
So, and you know what's interesting about this story? The reason why I covered this because I already knew. As soon as I saw this story, I already knew. When you go in these comment sections, you're gonna be seeing broads talking about postpartum depression. And I'm just like, it's so predictable at this point. It's so predictable. Let me check something out here. So yeah, this right here, this is the 2017 video right here. So this news article, this is when this is when it was first covered. So right here where it says 2017, October 16, 2017. So this is the video. This is not the video of the sentencing, but this is the video of when they first reported the crime. So just to let you guys know. So this is when they first reported the crime, right?
To putting her boys inside of the oven. Now, Lamora Williams is here at the Fulton County Jail being held without bond. We're waiting for several other reports to be released still that could shed light onto what led up to her boys' deaths. Now, Williams waived her first court appearance today. She's charged with 2 counts of murder for the deaths of her 1- and 2-year-old boys, Jakarter and Keontae. Late this afternoon, jail staff informed us she's now also being charged with felony child cruelty. Police found the boys with what they have been calling burn marks dead inside their mother's apartment late Friday night. She told investigators she left them with a cousin all day Friday, but after collecting evidence and interviews, police say it appears she left the 3 toddlers home alone. Now, we are waiting, as I said.
To do what? Clubbing, partying. Just to let you know, just because them broads be having kids it doesn't stop them from partying. It doesn't stop them from going out. They're gonna do whatever it takes to go out to those bars, these clubs, and they're gonna do whatever it takes. I'm talking about whatever it takes to go out and party and do whatever the hell they want. I'm talking about whatever it takes. Trust me. And I'm not saying you can't have fun, but I'm talking about in terms of just to go out to these night spots. It's not like to go out to a concert or something. Like, it's just to go out to these measly night spots. They'll do anything and whatever to do that.
For several reports to be released, the medical examiner's autopsy report, a police incident report, and recordings of 911 calls. Those items could detail how the boys exactly died, what their cause of death was, the events and evidence leading police to arrest Williams and charge her with murder, and a glimpse into her apartment where police spent several hours investigating, and neighbors told us they witnessed officers remove an oven from. Now, inside that apartment, when the 2 boys died, was their 3-year-old brother, Jamil Jr. He is now with his father. The father, Jamil Penn, tells me he is separated from Williams. Williams is due in court to face these charges on October 30th. We'll send back to you.
So, and also when you see stories like this, right? I don't know I didn't cover this story, but somebody has shown me a similar story where recently, where a woman jumped off the Niagara Falls with her kids. So she committed self-deletion with the kids, in terms of she brought the kids with her down with the jump. And when I first saw the story and when I read the details, I was like, oh, she must have lost custody. And usually women do this when they lose custody. Because it's rare when they do it. It's rare it's rare when they if they lose custody, meaning if they lose full, if like say if the dad wins full custody, it's rare, right? So
whysoccer.com.
Oh man,
we've been right by your side.
My bad, guys, but it's rare. I'm talking about it's rare that they'll lose the custody. So right here. What in the? Oh, that's a microphone. I was about to say. Anyway, because it's rare that they lose significant custody. When they do lose it, the child's life is in danger. So I remember watching, I think, Coach Greg Adams, he covered this, where he had a hypothesis that basically the family court system, on top of just making it, there's more money to be made to keep the kids with the mom, right? But he also made a hypothesis that basically, if they know that women are nutcases when it comes to this kind of things, so they grant women custody most of the times when contested, because they know that the kid's life may be in danger, because women that lose custody of their kids are known to do stuff like this when things don't go their way. So when you have a custody situation, or she knows she's about to lose custody, or she knows she's probably going to not get the time that she wants, or because you got to understand, if a man wins 50-50 custody, women see that as a loss. So if the custody arrangement doesn't go her way, the child's life might be in danger. So hence why you might actually have it where the judges and the people in charge, they grant full custody to the moms for the child's protection, because they know the mothers are nutcases. So right here we got the Shade Room report, because that's basically where I found the story, and I remember somebody else sent me it too. Here we go. So right here it says Lamora Williams has been sentenced after allegedly killing her 1-year-old son, Jakarta Penn, and 2-year-old son, Keontae Penn, by burning them in an oven and sending the footage to their father. So when I see something like this, I'm like, clearly there's a custody arrangement gone wrong, or when she did something like that, she found out that she could no longer benefit from it. He must have had a family court arrangement that went his way. When you see stuff like that, that's what happened. Trust me. Same with that Niagara Falls incident with the mother. I'm like, oh, she didn't get her way, or the dad broke, or basically if the dad breaks up with the mom and they don't get they don't get their way relationship wise, they do something like that. Terrorists. These people are terrorists. Let's see. So apparently when wait, hold on for a second. So Lamora Williams, to cover for her doing what she did, she made the call to the police, saying that she came home from work and found her 2 toddler kids deleted, and try to blame it on the caretaker. But then once they did the investigation, they found out it was her. Wow. That's crazy. But anyways, that's not really what I wanted to focus on. I wanted to focus on the comments in the Shade Room. If I can find it, I had it open up in the tab. Here we go. So I want you to look at some of these comments, because I found it funny. They make excuses for women being serial deleters. It's crazy. So right here, you're going to see the comment section is 50-50. It's crazy. So right here, you see somebody right here says, "Dear men and family members, if a mother who is going through postpartum says to you, come get these kids, you go and get these kids." And because as soon as I saw the story, I'm like, I knew they were going to blame it on postpartum. I knew it. Same. Remember Halle Bailey last week? Oh, sorry, the other week before that, she was trying to get the people to turn on DDG, trying to act like DDG was endangering his son by bringing him to Kai Cenat's place, right? And when she got called out for being toxic, she started bringing up postpartum. I was like, yes. I said, y'all, hey, homie, postpartum depression is a myth, dog. I stand on it. So right here, somebody said postpartum is real and can last 7 years per child. 2 kids back to back will do it, especially when you have no help or competent doctors. They never diagnose Black women correctly. Whatever. I bet you if, homie, watch this. I bet you if the guy had money and he owed a lot of money via child support and he was scheduled to pay it, the toddlers would be alive. And you will not hear no postpartum depression. Don't you find it funny that like you don't hear none of Cam Newton's baby mothers talk about postpartum depression, or none of Nick Cannon's none of Nick Cannon's many baby mothers? None of them are going through it. And he got like, how many baby mothers he got? He got like 12 or 13. You would think one of them have it. Nope. Nope, none of them have it. You would think the more baby mothers you have, I'm like, you would think one of them have it. Nope. So you're just like, oh, I see what it is. And the evil part of this is because this is how I know this. First of all, this is not postpartum depression. This is premeditated murder. Sorry, premeditated deletion to an extent of like just sinister evil. Because for her to videotape it and send it to the baby father, that's not postpartum depression. That's not even postpartum psychosis, which a lot of these broads be basically are describing. Postpartum psychosis and postpartum depression are two different things, right? But that's not even neither that. That's just premeditated deletion. That's premeditated. For you to videotape it and send it to the father, that's crazy. That's not no postpartum. But we already know that's going to be brought up. So right here, shout out to this man right here. He says he needs to be checked up on. After watching that video, his brain pattern changed dramatically. He will never be the same. And then people keep talking about, but y'all ban baby deletions. So now we're going to be blaming lawmakers for quote unquote banning baby deletion, even though baby deletion isn't banned. It's just something that is left up to the states now. It's not banned. So I don't know why they keep acting like they're finna ban it completely. Oh my God, people have such an obsession with deleting their kids. It's sick. And then we want to call ourselves a civilized society and we're advanced, but we're doing it. we're no different from the Mayans of the past with this child sacrifice that we like to practice. Somebody said, stop having these kids if you're not going to love and cherish them. But let's keep it a buck. A lot of kids are here because it's not necessarily out of love. It's just because the mom just decided to keep that one. Bottom line. Shout out to Chris Massey. Shout out to the Zoe 101 character, my boy. Man, shout out to him. He says most these ladies don't want to be moms and use kids to hurt the dad who actually wants to be in a kid's life. The only reason she sent that video to the dad is because he probably really loved his kids. Facts. Why do you think she sent the video to him? Because he cares about his kids. That's like you'll try to explain this to the average broad, but they would just refuse to listen. We tell them, like, look, when it comes to like child support and child custody, women do these reindeer games with the family court and all these things. They do that to the dads that care, because the dads that don't care, they be panicking and they'd be like, oh no, please be they end up begging the dad to be in the kid's life. Shout out to let me bring up my guy that came back from the dead. What's his name? Scars and Pain, right? The YouTube character, the Twitch streamer. He faked his death. And because he faked his death, he said his baby mama was so happy that he wasn't dead. So much so that she took him off child support. So it was that's why he faked his death, so he could get off child support. And because he did that, the baby mama was so happy that he was just alive that he just decided, no, I'm just so happy you're alive. I'm not even gonna do this. We keep trying to tell you, they only pull that child support off and all this stuff to the dads that actually want to be involved. But the problem is, you'll have the dad that wants to be involved, but they don't really want anything to do with the baby mother. You know what I mean? So if you're a dad that wants to be involved with the kid's life, you care about the kid, but you're just not together with the mom. That mom, and you're not sleeping with the mom. You don't even have no interest in sleeping with the mom anymore. She is going to put your life through hell because she knows you have something that you care about. Now, if you're a dude that really doesn't care about the kids, she is going to beg that man to the point of she's going to be like, yo, I'm not even going to put you on child support. Just please be in the kid's life. Those guys that are willing to walk away, those are the dudes that the women don't play with. The ones that they usually play with are the guys that actually want to be in the kid's life. Bottom line, those are facts. And we could just take this story, for example. For her to burn the kids in the oven to the point of deletion and to videotape it and send it to the dad, what do you think she's trying to do? She's trying to hurt him. The priority is making the dad suffer. That's the priority. That's the priority. What they say, they hate the dad more than they love the kids. And this can't even be denied. They can't even deny this no more. They can't even deny this no more. Let me see if somebody's gonna to see somebody's going to deny this. Well, I guess there was somebody in the comment section that did deny this, whoever this PP Smith 123 character is. But yeah, shout out to her. She said, I mean, it's only right to do the same to her. Facts. They need to burn her. Facts, like in terms of put her in the oven. That's crazy, man. So somebody said after these baby deletion and contraceptive bans, we're gonna have a lot of cases like this. No, we already have cases like this with or without the baby deletion ban. Yeah. Oh my goodness, man. Yeah, that's it's a sad story, but this is something that we actually warn people about, and we actually, especially when it comes to child custody and all this stuff. Sometimes I always say sometimes it's just better as a man. You need to be able to walk away from your family in terms of if they're gonna, because I can already tell before this, she was putting him through hell. And then, by the way, I saw something in the article where the dad said that she has, like, I think like Lamora Williams' dad, like he had said that she had like a history, a mental health history already, like, so she already had signs. So right here, this in this article, it says, per the New York Post, Williams' mother, Brenda, reportedly expressed that Lamora had an extensive history of mental illness. And another, they're going to blame it on mental illness. So bottom line, she's always been crazy, or she's always been a menace to society. Additionally, Williams' sister, Tabitha Hollingsworth, explained that the death of the toddlers could have been prevented. She says this was something we saw that could possibly happen. Hollingsworth told WSB-TV in 2017, she's had issues as a baby. Issues my mom tried to address with the state of Georgia. But like I said, if you actually put women in jail for the stuff that they did, the same way that they would put men in jail, it would be a lot of women in prison, in jail. So like when you see a woman in prison, that means she did something like drastic. Like she did something that to really have her locked up. You know what I mean? So these are the things. That's why when I saw people in the comment section talking about postpartum, I was like, you guys are lost, dog. We can't be blaming postpartum on everything, But this is where we are.